BetBlitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Crazy day yesterday in the NBA with another double overtime game for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going absolutely nuts, dropping a double nickel in that game. And then to follow that up with another overtime game between the Golden State Warriors and the Denver Nuggets. Just an absolutely insane opening week for the NBA so far. But today's a new day, and we are looking to set you up again with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. So if you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section below which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, and any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. Now, in our last video, we did have a like goal, and you guys absolutely crushed it, so as promised, we will be dropping bonus picks for you guys at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video for your extra bonus pick. And if you would like a bonus pick in our next video for our 4th consecutive day, we are challenging you to get this video above 200 likes, and if you do that, we will be dropping bonus picks for you again in our next video. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be getting into the NBA's Friday slate of games, so again, take a moment and hit that like button. Again, if this video gets above 200 likes, we will be dropping bonus picks again at our next video. For our first pick, we'll be under the points tab, and this time we'll be selecting Luka Doncic for more than 30.5 points. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. We see that this is a line Luka Doncic has actually exceeded in 6 of his last 10 games, including going well above this line in Game 1, the opening game for the Los Angeles Lakers of the regular season. Additionally, this line Luka Doncic has exceeded in 55% of his last 20 games, as well as a line he exceeded in nearly 45% of the games he played last season. Now, Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers will be having a playoff rematch between the Minnesota Timberwolves, whose defense has been pretty solid overall, top 5 defensively in points allowed to their opponents, but still giving up a fair share amount of points per game overall. Additionally, while the Timberwolves are also ranked pretty solidly when it comes to defending the opponent point guard position, they still are giving up a fair share amount of points to the position. And of course, Luka Doncic is not your traditional point guard. He has exceptional scoring ability. And coming into this game, facing off against the team that kicked them out of the playoffs last season, we do like Luka Doncic to come out aggressive at home and for him to have plenty of opportunity to reach his line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Luka Doncic is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, near 39 minutes per game in Game 1, totaling 41 minutes in regulation. As the Lakers' primary offensive option, we do like Luka Doncic to get plenty of minutes. And one of the things we do love about Luka Doncic is not only his high volume of shots, near 21 attempts per game over his last 10 games, but also his high efficiency. Despite his high number of shot attempts, over 50% field goal shooting over his last 10 games, shooting a very impressive 41% from behind the arc on over 9 attempts per game. So coming into this game, we do like Luka Doncic to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. Now in his career, Luka Doncic has obviously been a phenomenal scorer, near 29 points per game on his career, which is just ridiculous. Again, Game 1 of the season, he did total 43 points. And with a nice 2 days of rest, playing at home, we do like Luka Doncic to come out refreshed, aggressive, and have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Luka Doncic for more than 30.5 points. Now for our next play, we'll be headed over to the 3-pointers made tab, and this time we'll be selecting Austin Reaves for more than 2.5 3-pointers made. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line Austin Reaves has exceeded in 6 of his last 10 games, Now, in game one, he did not play as expected, just one three-pointer in that game on 5 attempts. But if you watch Austin Reaves, you know he is a much better three-point shooter than that, and we are expecting a big bounce-back performance from behind the arc for Austin Reaves coming into this game. Additionally, this line, Austin Reaves has exceeded in 60% of his last 20 games, in 4 of his last 8 matchups versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, as well as a line he exceeded in nearly 55% of the games he played last season. Now, Austin Reaves and the Los Angeles Lakers will be facing off against a Minnesota Timberwolves defense that has been pretty solid overall defensively when it comes to defending the perimeter, top 3 in the NBA. However, the Timberwolves are without one of their better perimeter defenders in Michael Conley. He is off the bench for the Minnesota Timberwolves with limited minutes. Additionally, when it comes to defending the opponent's shooting guard position, we see that the Minnesota Timberwolves were a pretty average team, giving up a fair share amount of threes to the position. So overall, coming into this game, we do like Austin Reaves to have enough opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Austin Reaves is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, near 38 minutes per game. And as we mentioned earlier, Austin Reaves is a much better three-point shooter than his last performance indicated, going 1 for 5 over his last 10 games, 36% from behind the arc, which is pretty solid overall. So coming into this game, we do like Austin Reaves to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. Now, in his career, Austin Reaves has made about 2 3-pointers per game. Last season, making nearly 3 3-pointers per game on average. And coming into this game, off of a loss for the Los Angeles Lakers, we are expecting Austin Reaves to come out a lot more aggressive at home and for him to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Austin Reaves for more than 2.5 3-pointers made. Now, for those of you guys who are wisely making picks with Underdog as well, we want to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting. That will be in the champion section when you guys have your account set up. And that is for Victor Wembanyama over 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Giannis Antetokounmpo for over 0.5 double-doubles. And if you guys like making picks on the traditional PR race, but also want to have the opportunity to make picks on things like whether or not players will get double-doubles or triple-doubles, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog is giving a nice promotion. When you bet 5, they will give you $100 extra in bonus cash. So if you guys aren't already signed up, make sure you guys aren't leaving any money on the table. Click our link in the description below and sign up using code BETBLITZ and claim your free pick and bonus cash, and trust us, your profits will increase. Now for our next play, we'll be under the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting Michael Porter for less than 25.5 PRA. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and again, if you would like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that this is a line Michael Porter Jr. has failed to exceed in 9 of his last 10 games, including the Brooklyn Nets season opener, going well below this line. Additionally, this line, Michael Porter Jr. has failed to exceed in 75% of his last 20 games, as well as in nearly 50% of the games he played last season. Now, Michael Porter Jr. and the Brooklyn Nets will be facing off against a Cleveland Cavaliers defense that has been pretty solid overall when it comes to defending against their opponent's PRA totals, not giving up too many points, rebounds, or assists to their opponents overall. They are ranked significantly lower when it comes to defending their opponent forwards, however, still not giving up too many points, rebounds, or assists overall to the position. And looking at the matchup here between MPJ either being guarded by Hunter or Mobley throughout this game, we don't like Michael Porter Jr. to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look at his minutes, we see that MPJ is getting pretty much below average minutes for a starter, just above 28 minutes per game in his season opener for the Nets, finishing in under 26 minutes for that game, and also shooting very poorly from the field, 36% field goal shooting, and just 28% from behind the arc. So coming into this game, we don't like MPJ to have plenty of time or opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Michael Porter Jr. for less than 25.5 PRA. Alright, those are our picks for today, and make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video for that extra bonus pick. And if you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. And if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Alright, now for our bonus pick, and again, if you would like more bonus picks in our next video, we are challenging you to get this video above 200 likes, and we will be dropping bonus picks for the 4th consecutive day. And for this pick, we will be headed over to the points plus rebounds tab, and this time we'll be selecting Alperen Sengun for more than 30.5 points plus rebounds. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line Alperen Sengun has actually exceeded in 7 of his last 10 games, including going well above this line in Game 1 for the Houston Rockets on the season. Additionally, this line Sengun has exceeded in 55% of his last 20 games, as well as in nearly 47% of the games he played last season. Now, Alperen Sengun and the Houston Rockets will be facing off against a Detroit Pistons defense that has not been very good overall, giving up a fair share amount of points as well as rebounds to their opponents. And when it comes to defending against the opponent's center position, they are pretty much just the same, again giving up a fair share amount of points and rebounds to the position. So coming into this game, off of his incredible first game of the season performance, we do like Alperen Sengun to have plenty of opportunity to follow up and for him to reach his line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Alperen Sengun is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, over 36 minutes per game, again going 48 minutes, near 49 in a double overtime game to start the season. And while we aren't expecting him to play these many minutes, we still are expecting him to get a solid amount of playing time, well above the 30-minute mark. And one of the things we do like about Sengun is his high efficiency from the field, near 50% field goal shooting on nearly 19 attempts per game. And we also like his high number of rebound chances per game over his last 10 games, near 18 rebound chances, which is very nice to see. So coming into this game, we do like Alperen Sengun to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, for our bonus pack, we will be taking Alperen Sengun for more than 30.5 points plus rebounds. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, we want to take a moment and thank you to all of our channel members for supporting this channel. We really appreciate your support, and we'll catch you guys in our next video.